What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first ever episode of the Unchained podcast. I'm Bodie, your co-host, along here with Owen, and we're fired up. Get this thing going.
Yeah, let's do it. So, we're going to be talking a lot about pro cycling, the world around it, and everything to do with it. Then we'll, throw in some other stuff like endurance challenges or ultra marathons, kind of fun stuff like that. So, to start it off, let's talk about last season.
Yeah,
And it was pretty much Tade's season, and everyone
yeah,
else followed.
the Tade Pogacar show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, started off with a lot of anticipation. I feel like around Paris-Roubaix,
Yeah.
up until the crash, obviously.
Yeah, what, like 3 or 4 kilometers from the finish?
Yeah, just
It
about.
was close.
It
Yeah, it was close.
was. Um,
Yeah.
Already kind of leaving the recap, but super excited to see if those two can hash it out again this year.
Yeah, a
Hopefully,
true
no crashes.
Paris-Roubaix battle between them would be incredible.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, and then you had him and Tade in the tour. It was no competition.
It was Tade. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you think Tade even kind of backed off a little bit there too?
definitely.
Yeah. There were
Towards the
like,
end, he
yeah,
really had nothing else to ride for.
right. When he has like a 3, 4 minute lead or whatever he had
Yeah.
in, stage 16, 18 around there.
T Towards the end, I think he's just all he's doing is making sure. I mean, he did still have a couple of those breakaways, but I think for the most
Right.
part, he's just making sure that
He's not
Jonas and
crashing.
Visma doesn't
Or yeah.
pull something out of their bag of tricks.
Which it was annoying the whole time because Jonas just never attacked.
No, I think,
He
well, he had that one. He like went, and then Tade flew by him like he was standing still,
that's just
and
gotta be demoralizing.
it looked like a full-on cheat code. It didn't
Yeah,
seem
because
real.
it's Tade. Yeah. Yeah, it was his season for sure. Um
Yeah.
you had some other cool events like Simon Yates and the Giro. That was a fun
Yeah,
story.
that was I still think the Giro was probably the best stage race of last year, the most fun.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It was the most
Having
competitive. Yeah.
yeah, having Del Toro who wasn't really super high, I felt like on a lot of people's
No.
rate, not as a GC at least.
No, not at all.
Um, and then he held the pink jersey for I
A
mean, I
while.
don't know the actual length, but it felt like a good majority of the
Yeah,
Giro, and then at the end, him and Carapaz get into like basically a scuffle, and
pretty much.
Yates takes off and gets the win.
Yeah. He was like, if this is probably a horrible analogy, but if you have like two
Can't wait.
two siblings fighting each other, right? The two oldest, and then you have the younger kid just like goes into the cupboard and steals a bunch of candy and then ends up the real winner. That's what it felt like.
Yeah,
You had
yeah. I
two,
mean, I
right?
don't. I'm not going to say you're wrong.
Because
I don't know
Simon
where it
Yates,
came from, but yeah,
yeah, going into that stage, no one really thought much about it or about him. It was
no,
Del
not at
Toro and
all.
Carapaz. Everything was focused on them. It's like, oh wait, Simon
Even
Yates, where did
even
he
when
come
he
from?
went, it was kind of like, oh, like there goes Yates, and you're kind of like, all of a sudden you're looking at the times, and you're like,
Yeah, and you're like,
oh,
wait,
holy shit, he's gonna win this thing.
yeah,
And
which
then
was cool.
it
Yeah,
was
and he
so it
did.
made it super easy to root for him.
Yeah,
So that was awesome. And then the Vuelta, it was
Jonas.
Jonas, Jonas
Yeah,
doing Jonas things. Um,
Roglic was there.
yep, always.
Yep, that's his. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Um,
that's they didn't they start in a supermarket?
oh my goodness. Why
I
do I
think
not remember that?
one of their stages. started in a supermarket, I'm pretty sure. So,
I'm looking this up.
yeah, I swear they did. But I mean,
Yeah,
that's
stage six
yeah.
started. Whoa, why did I feel like I missed this?
Yeah, was there a time trial? It must have been
Um,
because they can't have the whole
no.
peloton start.
It
Really?
was, yeah, it was a 185-kilometer stage
Oh, never
highlighting a
mind.
12-year partnership with Unquera.
Cool.
Yeah.
There's your Vuelta recap.
Yep.
Yep,
The,
yep. That's about it.
yeah. Um, but yeah, and then we can go into some of the transfers, some of the shocking, like staying with
Yeah,
Yates,
right. I was
retiring.
just gonna say, yeah. If you're gonna go out, that's a good way to do it.
Well, like his brother said, he should have just retired right after the Giro.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
have a theory
yeah.
just because I don't know her name. She was also like previous world champion. She also retired out of the blue for Visma. And I just
Um,
have a theory that
I don't
maybe
know.
the message there is getting old or they're not making cycling enjoyable. And I think that organization's going to blow up.
I mean, it seems like they didn't have the best year. Yeah, Jonas won well, actually, I should take that back. They won two majors. Never mind. They did have a
Yeah,
pretty good year.
they did. But I mean, especially like the Volta with no, obviously no Pagacha, and then
Yeah.
no Remco is
Right.
also just so huge.
It still is a major and you had
It
some
definitely
good
is.
competition in it, but yeah, it's
But I
not the
feel like
tour
like
or even the Giro.
not only as fans, but I do feel a little bit as like if you're a part of that team, there definitely feels like there's an asterisk like around that win.
Which one? The
The Volta.
the Vuelta?
Yeah.
Why? Because Tade wasn't there?
Yeah, there's it was Jonas against every like Jonas could have won that alone.
Probably. Yeah,
No, the Giro, they should have been thanking their lucky stars. They stole that one.
they did. Yeah,
They
they got
had
pretty
me
lucky.
pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we can go into some transfers here.
Yeah, there was a bunch. Some
Yeah,
big ones too.
a lot of big ones. I mean,
So,
the big one.
yeah,
Yeah,
Remco.
Remco leaving Quick Step for Red Bull.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge fan of Remco. I'm excited about this.
It's
I'm
hard
ex
not to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for hopefully the just like the more tension, the more competition it brings
Right.
for
Because
Pagacha and
yeah,
Jonas.
Remco on Pseudo Quickstep, like how much was he really going to accomplish on that team?
He was quite literally doing those stages all by himself. Like those,
Yes.
I mean, he was doing the tour, he was using everyone else's guy. I
Yeah.
mean, who's his next best guy? Like Mikel
Isn't it?
Landa?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I think it's Mikel Landa. Yeah.
Yeah. And
There's no
shout out
respect
to
to him.
Mikel, but
Right.
no chance.
Yeah. He is not your Simon Yates, your João Almeida, or and
No,
Juan Ayuso, anyone like that. Sure, he's a
not
great
at all.
guy, but he's a great
Yeah,
guy though.
it might be a great
Great
hang,
guy. Yeah. Sure
but
he is.
no
But Primoz
chance.
Roglic and Florian Leibowitz, Jai Hindley, they're gonna get Remco to
Yeah,
where he should be
I
as
think
the kid.
Mikel would have a hard time making the Red Bull team for the tour.
Oof. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. But um, yeah, Red Bull is pretty exciting because Leipowitz had a great year,
Yes.
and I
I
like him.
I really hope
So
we get to see the big three all in one. I don't think we will,
yeah,
but if you
I
could
don't
get
know.
Roglic, Leibowitz, and Remco all in one, like big stage tour,
Yeah, you
that
better
would
watch
be.
out.
I think that team could beat UAE, but I just don't think they value the tour alone that much.
Yeah,
I think they'd rather win the Giro and the Vuelta
than
and
just
take
the tour.
second in the tour.
Yeah, I think that's more accomplished or more achievable too. Because the
Yes.
tour you have to beat Tade, and the odds of that are pretty slim. Whereas the Giro and the Vuelta, Tade's not going to ride it, so it's much more
No.
open.
He I think his whole game plan, especially going into this year, is just the tour and one day classics.
Pretty much, yeah.
Um, I really wish he won the Olympics. I think him wearing gold with the World Championship jersey would be awesome.
I
That'd
don't know.
be that
The
would be the
Olympics are
best.
kind of a joke though. They're-
Well, it was, yeah. I mean, Remco was able to get off his bike, lift it over his
right.
shoulders before the
Yeah.
next person was even coming down the chute.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, this is all allegedly, but the reason Tade didn't do the Olympics, his
Hmm.
wife is also a pro cyclist, and she didn't make, because they're from,
Yeah.
where are they from?
Slovenia.
Slovenia. She didn't make the
Yeah.
team. And so he was like, all right, if
Erska.
she doesn't make the team, I'm not making the team.
Yeah. Which like that's fine. It's not like you need to ride the Olympics or race it, you know.
No, I would think though for like Slovenia, like it's probably the biggest thing you got going for you.
They got Luka Doncic.
All
Isn't
right,
he
I'll
Slovenia?
give you
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they got him. He's pretty good.
What about is Jokic?
He's Serbia.
They're
So
all the same.
close, but no.
But
Yeah.
yeah, and then going into some more, domestique lead out riders.
Yeah,
Juan Ayuso from this was, I feel like, also a super surprising one,
it
leaving
was.
UAE to go to Liddell Trek.
Yeah. Which is kind of odd because
Yeah,
what climbers or domestiques do they have?
that's a sprinting team.
Yeah.
That doesn't, I mean, you will be the GC guy. There's a plus there.
Yeah.
You'll for
You
sure be
don't,
the main focus of GC. I just don't know how much they'll actually focus on you being a GC.
yeah, I know. Well, they have Quinn Simmons. He's the only one, but he just said something in the media like the other day where he's like, I'm
Well,
not
that
even
was
gonna
about
try.
stage wins.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
because
talking
those
about?
guys were flying in at like
Yeah.
54 kilometers an hour or whatever.
Right. The sprint.
Yeah, and he was like, that's not worth it because he let out, I think, almost that whole day. And then they're like, what happened off the back there? And he was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
He's got a
Yeah.
whole
So
season ahead of him.
so they got him, which,
Yeah, very
you
true,
know,
but I don't
something.
know. I think Juan Ayuso will crumble and fall. I think eventually you'll be watching the tour and Movistar will come riding by and you'll be like, "Oh, Juan Ayuso's on that?" Yeah, he'll totally fade
Yeah,
away.
he probably will.
And it's all
Probably.
because he was being he wanted to be where Almeida is, and Almeida is better.
Yeah. Or Del Toro even. You could say that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Del Toro's interesting though, because I think those two personality wise are a little bit the same. I think Del Toro wants to be the guy like already.
I think he's got to prove it a little more for that, but
Well, I think he thought he did during the Giro, and
yeah.
then he is like he's fighting with the Colombian Carapaz,
Yeah.
and the rest is history.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Del Toro is what? He's maybe
He's
22.
young. Yeah, he's
I think he was
young.
21 last year, so if my math is right.
Yeah, so
Um,
he could have a good career in him.
yeah, and then um Bingham Girmay already got a win in this year as well
That's right. Yep. Good for him.
from
New team.
like
New
I the way I described it to you, from a dumpster fire to regular fire.
Intermarché to NSN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Slightly better.
I definitely thought he would go to someone bigger. I mean, I
Maybe.
knew he was. Everyone knew he was leaving that team. That team wasn't even going to
Yes.
make any of the Grand Tours. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought maybe
Maybe he goes to like a pseudo quick
Ineos
step.
or
Yeah.
Quick Step. Sure.
Yeah. Uno X even
Yeah, but
something.
NSL, who was they were Israel Estanya, correct?
Uh, I don't even know. Well, no, Estonia is a different team from Israel Premier Tech.
Oh, right.
And Israel Premier
NSN.
Tech is now, I don't even know. Um, but yeah, so he won, which is good. Um, but
Oh, it
Ineos,
is the Israel Premier Tech team.
oh, it is?
Yeah, they got bought out by
Oh,
NSN.
okay, that makes sense.
See, look, we're learning right along with everyone.
Yeah. Hey, we're not experts here. We're
No,
not trying to say we are either.
no, no.
Right?
These
Yeah.
are borderline hot takes with nothing to back them up.
Yep. We're keeping it fairly surface level.
Yeah,
Um, I think the big thing though from this offseason was Ineos loaded up.
shelling out the money.
Yeah.
That's about
No
time too.
kidding.
They've been down in the dumps for far too long. That team used
Yes.
to be Team Sky, which is what I grew up with. It was Team Sky was the only team worth even mentioning.
Yeah.
It was Chris Froome, Garrett Thomas, who's now the team manager of Ineos.
Yeah, that's a good move.
That's a big pickup. I
Yeah.
think that'll be. He also maybe one day we could have him on this podcast. That dude seems like the man to hang out with.
Yeah, he's pretty cool, dude. From Wales.
Just some of his stories, like I think it was this past year because they asked him, he had like announced he was retiring, and they
Hmm.
asked him, like what was the big decision? And I don't know what race it was, but he was next to Tade going up a climb, and he's talking. He's like, I am inside out. He's like, I am in grandma's house, just doing everything I can to get up this climb. And Tade looks over and he's drinking water and he starts talking to him. And he like looks over like, I can't. And he's like, oh, you need any water? And he's like what? And he was like, after that day, he was like, this is it. Yeah, I can't compete with these
That's a
guys
good
anymore.
realization. Yeah.
Definitely.
At least he knew when to
Um,
hang it up.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, but they added Kevin Vauquelin
huge.
from Arkea B&B, who had an incredible tour. I think he was finished top five. Um, it was a pretty big surprise, I'd say.
Yeah, I think he took
Yeah,
fourth, right?
that sounds about right. Yeah.
Because I think it was Tade, Jonas, and then the other guy that they got, Oscar Onley.
Oscar
He was
Onley, yeah,
podium.
from Picnic. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he was another kind of from left field surprise
Yeah.
there. So yeah, they add those two pretty good riders. But I just don't know, okay, who's their one? They have Carlos Rodriguez as well.
I think it'll be Kevin.
Vauquelin.
Yeah. I think it'll be Kevin
Yeah.
Auckland. I think because he's young, he seems to be the best rider. He's a
Yeah.
really good climber, and I think they got the other guys to just help him out.
Filippo Ganna. They
Yep.
have him as well. Even Tiemann Eiersman from Norway. He had a pretty good tour too.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
bad. So they're a very deep team, I'd say.
Yeah, and
You
then
know,
not helping Juan Ayuso's case at Liddell Trek, Jasper Stuyven leaving,
that's right.
going from
Yep.
Trek to Quick Step.
Yeah.
Um, to me, I feel like that
Oh,
guy's been riding for forever.
Stuyven?
Yeah, I don't know why. I feel like I remember like hearing his name as like a child.
I don't know. I'm a little
Um,
later to the game, but. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Otherwise,
yeah.
another fairly big, that one's even called big one would be Sam Bennett
Oh
coming
yeah,
from
to
decathlon.
Pinarello,
Yeah. Q35, which is good to see a team.
36.5.
Oh,
It just
right.
rolls off the tongue. Pinarello Q 36.5. It's one of my
Oh,
favorite
easy.
teams.
Yeah, easy. Um, yeah, but the Irishman joining up with Tom
No, and that'll
Pidcock.
be huge. And they got the bid or whatever to be in Tour de France,
Yeah,
which has and that team has Pidcock,
yeah.
and
He's gonna win a stage. He'll
I
win the
would I
stage.
would guarantee it. Unless
Yes.
he crashes out, I think for sure there's one day where he just says, "Fuck you guys, I'm winning today," and that's what he
Yep.
goes and does
Yeah.
because he does have that ability.
And he's got that personality too, where he'll just
Absolutely,
say, whatever, I'm gonna do whatever I want today.
yeah.
Screw you. Yeah.
Someone else who does that we could start talking about, Matthew Vanderpool. I know we brought that up at the start of the show, but
Yeah.
what he did in cyclocross this winter was
He
unreal.
just dominated.
Yeah, won his eighth world championship
Yeah.
with
Not even close.
no with ease. He's
He's
out for a Sunday ride,
him in
and
cyclocross is better than Tade is in road.
oh, definitely. I
Yeah.
like him in cyclocross. He's the Joey Chestnut of cyclocross, as
Yeah.
Joey Chestnut
Yeah.
is to hot dog eating.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, there's
That's
really
really
no
the
one
only
else.
comparison.
Yeah,
Because I
because
do think Joey Chestnut is the best of like the best person to do anything like that they're really good at. Does
he's
that
one
make
of the
any
greatest
sense?
athletes of all times.
And I'm not going to call him an athlete.
That's a pretty big human physical feat.
Yeah, correct. It
It's
doesn't make you an
incredible.
athlete. It is incredible. I'm not taking that away, but to be like, oh, look at this athlete. No,
I think it's if he looked like an athlete, you might be more willing to say that, but he
no, I don't.
doesn't.
I don't think so. He's not an athlete. He doesn't. He
I don't
eats.
know. I just I like to call it a sport or call him an athlete because it's eating,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's a good comparison. Because even didn't Chestnut, correct me if I'm wrong, but he won a bunch, and then Kobayashi came around. And Kobayashi won for a couple of years.
Well, I know that I mean, we can stay on this topic. This is considered endurance for sure.
Yes, it 100%. Yeah.
He got banned, or no, he didn't get banned. He got a sponsorship from vegan hot dogs or
Yeah,
whatever.
this was like last year. I'm talking in like 2010, Kobayashi from Japan. Have you ever heard of
Oh,
this guy? Yeah,
no.
so he beat, I think Chestnut was competing against him. And so he won like 3 years in a row there. And then since then, Chestnut has won the last 15. So it's the same. I'm tying it all back in here. Vanderpool won a bunch in like 2018, 2017 or so. And then Wout Van Aert won for 3 years in a row.
Did he win
And
three?
I think he won three. And then
Because, yeah,
Vanderpool won a bunch afterwards, that too.
very true.
So
I was just gonna look, see, because I had the timeline of all of his wins. He won in 2015, which I believe was juniors. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think.
if that counts.
Oh, maybe not, because he would have been 19.
I think I saw the first one he won was when he was 21.
Is he 32?
He's 31
Because
or 32.
2015. All right, well, he won 2015. Oh, this would make sense. Then Wout wins three in a row, and then he wins
Yeah.
2019, 2020, 2022. He didn't win 20, or shoot, I screwed that up. 2019, 2020, 2021, doesn't win 2022, and then from 2023 he wins the next four.
Yeah, he didn't compete in 2022 because he was in America, and I forget why, but he just didn't. So Pidcock won it.
Ah,
Yeah,
actually, I do remember that now.
yeah. So I'm sure he would have won it, but
Yeah.
you know,
Um, but yeah, because I also have heard some murmurings that he might hang it up in cyclocross.
just go to road,
Just focus on all these classics.
go for it. Yeah,
Yeah, he's one of my favorites to
yeah,
watch.
he is fun. And if anyone is going to beat Tade in a 1 day race, it's him.
Yeah. The
I mean,
only, I mean, yeah, I don't see. I mean, I think it depends on the race. Every once in a while, those sprinters, like it just favors those
right?
guys.
Yeah,
But for the most part, there's no way.
yeah. It's those two, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we'll see him line up against each other this year a couple of times, which would be good.
no, it'll be
Yeah,
extremely exciting.
yeah. So yeah, that's kind of a recap and some transfers.
Yeah,
Um, so
we'll look
moving
forward
to
to the season.
yeah,
Some recent news. You have Mads Pedersen crashing,
yeah.
and he had to go to the hospital and had to pull out of the. I can never say the name of that
Like
race.
the Vuelta Catalunya or something.
Yeah, the Comuna that
I,
Valenciana,
yeah,
Valenciana.
yeah. I know what you're talking about because I had the
Yeah.
same thing. I can't pronounce it.
No, we
Yeah.
picked the most difficult sport to try and sit here and talk about as two dumb
Even
Americans.
even people's names
Oh
I have
my
a hard
God, I
time
know.
pronouncing. Yeah. Um,
Valkinen.
Tees Benoot, something like that.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to? Yeah.
And then there's the one guy on Uno X, and I mean, he might be a great dude. His last name is just a bunch of
Oh, I
non-vowels
think.
mashed together.
Yeah. Let me look this up. I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah. And then Jonas crashed too.
Yes. From
Yeah.
a
Which.
bystander, no? Wasn't it a local
Yeah.
dude riding?
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was an amateur trying to keep up with him on a descent
So,
and caused them to crash.
no, I'm gonna say this right now. It's still Jonas's fault.
Why?
You can't. You're a professional rider. You can't handle a guy drafting on you down a descent. And his team
Yeah.
was like pressured him to not use his brakes.
What? No.
Yeah, bullshit. No
Yeah,
way.
if Jonas was trailing him, it would make more sense why he crashed.
100%. But no, he was like leading out, and then the guy was drafting, and he like got all scared and nervous and crashed.
No.
So now
That,
he's skipping the
yeah.
UAE tour. I wonder who would have won that.
Well, it's a pretty flat tour.
Yeah, I'll take Tade.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
If
the
if
his
Tade
own team
tries.
putting on just the fact
Yeah.
that his own team puts on a tour is
Yeah, it's
comical.
pretty funny.
That's what happens when the prince owns a team.
Yeah. And they can just throw money and everything.
Yeah.
I think they make hills, like they have artificial hills.
Yes, they do. They had to make
I don't know
the
how you do that, but
uh,
hey, they got the money for it.
they do. But yeah, and then I don't think there's much other big news other than I mean we already brought up Germay getting a win at the
Yep.
thing that we can't pronounce, Volta alla Comuna Vaselina,
Yep, we'll go with that one. Or we could just call it the
Valencina.
Spanish
I don't
race.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that's going on right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
Volta. We'll call it the Volta. The Volta and the Volta. That won't be
We just got to
confusing.
get to the UAE tour and then we can pronounce
Yeah,
it.
exactly. I can't wait for Paris-Roubaix.
It's gonna
That
be
one,
great.
I'm so stoked for that. I just
Yeah.
hope everyone comes in healthy, also leaves healthy.
Yes, but I also want it to be like incredibly muddy and just the worst conditions ever. But all the riders are safe.
I don't know if I agree with that. I want a nice clean. I don't want any excuse for when whoever wins wins.
But it's kind of fun just watching them just in
I
misery.
think the cobbles alone
Oh yeah,
is, and then they get into the what do they call that? The
velodrome.
yes, the velodrome.
That is
One of the
sick.
possibly like the coolest name for anything.
That's true. That is a pretty cool name. Yeah. The velodrome.
Yeah, just being like, yeah. So then you come into the velodrome and you do two loops in there.
Yeah.
It sounds so intense. Coming off
Yeah.
cobblestone, you're going into the
Right.
velodrome,
It sounds like it should be a name of some like a
like the
nickname of
Star Wars ship.
SEC. Oh, I was thinking like a SEC college football stadium,
Sure, yeah.
you
Today
know,
we're welcoming the Aggies into the
the
velodrome.
velodrome. Yeah. Yeah. It's like Death Valley.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paribo. That'll be a good one. Perry Nice is always kind of a good little like teaser.
Yeah, a little warm up.
And it's yeah, it's
Depending
early.
on who's all in it,
Yeah.
always.
No
But
Mateo this year in it, so he can't defend
yeah, and
his crown.
that's one of your favorites.
I love Mateo. Absolute
The
beast.
American.
Yeah. Just a monster on the bike. Physically
Also
and like
looks like a monster on
that's
the
what I'm
bike as
saying.
well.
Yeah. Yeah. He's too big for being
He
a
like
cyclist.
I've said this many of times, he looks like he should always be out of his saddle. It doesn't look like he should ever be able to sit down on a bike.
No. Uh-uh. And it's funny
Um,
seeing him in front of Jonas because
yeah,
he's
well,
just
because Jonas just disappears.
yeah, he's
He
gone.
just, "Mm,
Can only spot him because of the red helmet that he wears.
I know. How do you feel about like the differentiating in like helmets and stuff?
The helmets I don't really like. Let's all
I,
keep the same one.
I hate it as well.
Yeah, I get the jerseys. They're cool, some of them,
Here and
you know.
there, I don't like, and I'm an American, but like I hate Quinn Simmons' jersey. Like how it's like an all the time thing. It drives me nuts.
Why, you think it should only be in like big races or certain times?
Yeah, I don't I think it's yeah, it's too much.
Yeah. My issue with the jerseys isn't so much that. It's like every single country has one, which
Yeah.
I get, it's kind of like an all or none. But like Latvia, do we really have to have their name
I'm
one
hey,
Latvian cyclist?
name three USA cyclists.
Matteo Jorgensen, Quinn
Yep.
Simmons,
Yep.
and Nielsen Paulus.
Oh, that was
Eh,
actually pretty good. I guess we
Yeah.
also have Sepp Kuss too.
Seb Kuss, yep.
But yeah, I was gonna say I just feel
And
like
that's
the
about it.
US doesn't
Yeah.
have a whole lot of
Yeah,
but
so
I
like
mean,
US shouldn't really get one, you know?
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But I mean his jersey is I mean this jersey is absurd.
It is hideous. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it is pretty ugly. But
There's
I
no
think
it's so loud. And that's coming from a guy who's wearing a Liddell Trek jersey, which is also one of the
yeah.
worst jerseys I've ever seen.
But
That's
Seb
for a
Coos
later
can't
episode.
wear yeah. Seb Coos can't wear that because he doesn't have the handlebar mustache and the mullet that Quinn Simmons does. So
Yeah,
Quinn
the
Simmons kind of
flow.
rocks it.
When he's
Yeah.
at the tip of the spear and he's leading that thing out,
Yeah.
that's a sight to be seen.
It's pretty cool. Makes me very patriotic.
Yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you go, Quinn Simmons, all the way to 1,000 to go, and then just
And
quit.
then just peel off and let
Yep.
everyone else do the big finish,
Yeah.
like Milan.
Yeah. He'll probably win again, be
Yeah.
my
How
guess.
many points off was Tade from winning all three jerseys? Because he took second in the
I
sprint.
honestly
He
don't know.
technically wins the King of the Mountain, I think, right?
I think he did, yeah.
But he doesn't get to like wear it.
No.
But and then obviously won yellow. Because that's what I was rooting for. Imagine if
That would be
someone won all
sick.
three.
Yeah. That's hard to do.
Yeah, I don't know if he could do it, and he's a guy I actually do believe could do anything. I don't
Yeah.
know if he can do that.
Wouldn't put it past them though.
I think that would take years off of his cycling career.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, all
He,
right.
yeah,
Should we should we
but
wrap this thing up?
yeah, let's do it.
All right, you sign us out for the very first episode. You do the
This is
honors.
big responsibility.
It is. You got
Yeah.
this.
All right. Well, that's all for today. We'll come back maybe sometime next week. I know there's not a whole lot going on right now in cycling, but it'll pick up, so
Maybe we'll
be
do a
better then.
jersey episode. We'll just rank jerseys.
Oh, great. We'll do that. Yep. So,
Yeah. You can,
hope you
if you
enjoyed.
want to start a catchphrase, now's the time.
Yeah, I gotta think
Got
of one.
anything?
Keep rolling.
All right.
Some we'll work on that. We'll
All right.
workshop that one.
Keep
Yeah.
rolling.
Yeah.
Peace out.